Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully that's going to work. Yes, it sounds like it did. Okay, kettle, boil. Do your thing. Oh my goodness. I am tired today. Well, no, I slept okay, but then I had weird dreams. Good morning, Celestian. Good morning, Cargen X. Good morning, Nether. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Pardon me. Hey, Sue. Good morning. Okay. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh, nice, Celestian. You have to go outside. Oh, see, it was wet yesterday. We got rain yesterday. Also, Celestian, how was music? Um, How was music like practice last night? I was in the middle of doing 8 other things and saw you were going live. Oops. Okay, that needs to get cleaned. I need a spoon. And I think today will be espresso and lavender oat milk. Hey, alien traveler, welcome on in. I think today I just need a regular spoon. Yeah, I think a regular spoon. I'm the big spoon, so you know. Until I get too hot, and then neither of us are the spoon. Like big spoon and little spoon is really great until like you both overheat, and then you're like, ugh, okay, don't touch me. Hey Tanya, morning. But yeah, we had the rain yesterday. Hey Steven. We had the rain yesterday, and I did go out in the rain to go grocery store, got some snacks. Hold on, do I have vegetables for later today? I don't have. Oh, I do. I was like, I don't have broccoli. I was afraid I didn't have any broccoli. I do, so we're good. Um, okay, let's see. I probably need. I forgot that the lavender latte is actually sweetened, so this is going to be a super sweet coffee drink. Um, so I absolutely forgot about that, but it's all good because I'm pairing it with espresso, so the espresso is going to be a little extra bitey. God, oat milk loves to cling. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that oat milk loves to cling on to stuff because oatmeal also like loves to turn into a building material if you don't completely clean it out of the bowl when you're done. Um, all right, and yeah, one cool person and one warm person. Like, I think I always think I'm the warm person, and then I end up with somebody who's warmer. I'm usually the one that the dogs and cats, well, the dogs usually want to cuddle on my side because I move a lot less in my sleep. So they're always like, oh, great, this one's going to be fine. But yeah, then the person I'm with always ends up being warmer. And I'm like, get off me. Ah. Okay, let's get this going. Won't really get, I won't make the 2 minutes. So we'll probably be chatting here for a little while. But we are going to look at the Aether. I'm going to have to remember how to say it the way the game says it. Aether and Iron demo in a little bit, which it will be the sponsored segment of the stream. So the entire stream isn't sponsored, but got to put the tags out there. And we'll get that started at around 9. So, so until then, we just have chatter. I may throw on the ducks and chill. I also am going to probably turn off some of the streams like with doohickeys and whistles so I can get a clean recording for them. Even though it would be appropriate, I think I will not turn on the hey Puddle Plum. I will not turn on the um, old timey redeem, even though it would be appropriate. I'll probably turn it off. Hey Dre, good morning. Yeah, I'm the same. I tend to see Aether and say ether regardless. And depending on the fiction and the writer and the whatever, it's Aether in some cases. So yeah, now like if I see the A, I always got to be like, and especially if it's the I do not know, I do not know what the letter is called that the A and the E are together. Like it's one of those letters where the two letters are like put together, and I don't know what that's called. Um, yeah, it's gone. However, it's Sunday. It's it's not bad. I think like what is it? It's like I mean it's 39 degrees outside, so it's not super cold if I had to go out later, but I don't think I have to go anywhere. I also feel like I twisted my ankle. Like I don't know if I rolled my ankle. It's not swollen, so it wasn't like I came down on it, but there's like just a little bit of twinge in it when you hit it a certain way or step on it a certain way, and I'm trying to figure out what it is, and I was doing some like stretching and some you know little like little calf ankle raises just to figure out like what motion hurts so I can avoid that motion. But I have no idea what I did aside from going outside. So going outside is bad, more or less. All right, 30 seconds on the coffee. I know I've got more. I've definitely overfilled on coffee, so this is going to be another of those frothy days. Just one of those frothy days. Hashtag just frothy things. Okay. But yeah, I think actually the duck pond will work to just chill. That way, I'm not like playing anything that I'm going to get into. Okay, stop. But we'll look at the new Therme map at the least because we want to get all the ducks on that one. Okay. And I think my Mac updated last night. I am not sure. Yeah, I think it did. I heard something because I was having trouble sleeping. Um, at a certain point, I woke up out of my dreams because they were getting ridiculous. And unfortunately, then I had to contend. Oh, right, this one doesn't really foam well unless you heat it up first. I forgot the Starbucks likes to be heated up first. So 1 second. I hope I didn't separate it. You gotta keep them separated. I'm used to doing cold foam with my hot coffee, so I'm like, wait, what? But yeah, this one likes to have a little bit of heat to it. Hey, Fatal, come on in. There we go. Now you're responding. Yeah, I keep saying one day I'll do the fancy but still small espresso machine with the little milk frother wand, and I'm like, I'm not. Um, it was fine. The grocery store was not too full. Um, though the rain, I mean, and the rain was insistent, like it was big ploppy drops, which sounds silly. But it was big ploppy drops, and but it wasn't frequent, so I was able to like get by without an umbrella for the most part. Um, since the store is like just a few blocks away. Okay, yeah, now, oh, come on. You try and pour slowly so the froth will be taken along with the coffee, but now we are, come on, just very gently. The problem is the moment I stir, it's still gonna go over the sides. So let me be very gentle with this. Um, Interesting. I need to turn that off for TikTok. Um, hmm, I need to. I think yeah. I think it turned on by mistake. Sorry. So the TikTok stream went okay. Nick was able to stop by. I believe Nick was able to stop by. I did record it, and I also realized I can grab the recording myself later on via the desktop app. My main problem is I need to get the sound balance right. So what the TikTok's live studio lets you do is it still lets you pull in all of your audio sources. So if you do a mixer or you separate your sources, it's great, which you better do because the TikTok app, the streaming app, sorry, it will grab everything on your desktop as audio. That is to me the most interesting thing about it is you don't even have to add audio for things. It just grabs everything on your desktop, which means you cannot have music going. You can't open a browser tab with YouTube. Like everything you're listening to on your desktop goes out via TikTok. The way for me to get around that is because I use Wavelink and have all of my audio sources separated. Because as I said, you got to keep them separated. I was able to say, okay, games goes out, music is zero. Um, so I was able to add the music, add the apps, add everything. So just like I do here. And last night I was listening to music on my web browser. So I said, I'm going to add the browser source, but I'm going to set the volume to zero. I don't think that they care. I mean, to be fair, and I can show it to you. I think I can show it to you. It's not a bad application, but it needs, it needs some work. They made a very conscious choice that they did not want. I know what I forgot. I forgot my meds. They made a conscious choice that they didn't want to do stream keys anymore. And I believe that if you use Stream Elements and possibly Streamlabs, you can automatically stream to TikTok. But if you use OBS, you need a stream key. So you got to do a workaround. The workaround will be um, a vertical canvas that I then send via virtual cam, and that's the reason that I'm streaming now, even in the janky way on TikTok, is I've got to pardon me, I've got to do 3 streams normally before I can use virtual cameras with it because they're like, no, you got to do the jank first, then you can do the fancy stuff, which is fine. I can be janky. It's all good. So yeah, initially, if you don't separate your audio sources on TikTok, it just says everything that's coming out of your default speakers, we're sending through to stream. And then the burden is on you to be like, which I will say in one case, it is also a little nicer because if you're not into if you're not into separating out your sources and you just want to say, okay, well, if I'm talking on the mic, let me move the game in the game audio, let me move it down to like 50 so I can speak over it. Like if you don't want to have to deal with any of that, that's fine. But they also remind you like, hey, no music. Um TikTok is interestingly good about music licensing, and they for most songs do actually pay. They pay like a volume per use of the song. um but it also means that you can't just be like willy nilly like streaming any random music. And I was about to walk in without saying, "Hey, let me take my mic off and stuff." I'm gonna go into the other room and we'll chat in there since I now have my coffee. And I'll actually, if I can capture it, I'll show you the TikTok Studio app because it's interesting. It's just, meh. So yeah, I will be RB. I will see you in the other room. I've got my coffee. We are all set. Yeah, I got like 40 minutes until 9 a.m. So yeah, BRB. I feel like that is, hold on. Get over here. Did I do that? I probably did. Hold on. Okay. Maybe I let this camera go a little too far that way. Anyway. Um, so yeah, it's interesting, and I'm trying to decide how as a like a thought experiment I'm gonna do the thing. Ooh, thank you for the resub, Tanya. I appreciate that. As a thought experiment, like how I'm gonna do the thing, because I mean TikTok's interesting. It is. It's I forgot my stream deck. Hold on. It is certainly interesting. Does it get a lot of people in? Does it get a lot of people in? No, not really. Do they talk? No. Because I'm not doing anything, like I'm not a full screen chat streamer. Like I'm not doing ASMR. Um, I'm not playing. I don't even. What would you? Call of Duty. I guess is that something that people play? Hey, Bershada, is that what they do? Yeah, Call of Duty. I'm not playing that. Like so. No one was really talking. Um, so it makes me like, and I have to admit, I'm a little spoiled being on Twitch where people like show up and chat or just show up and lurk. On TikTok, don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you for that. Oops, I forgot to end that. So I couldn't really find like lo-fi steampunk, so I went with like it's sort of lo-fi vintage jazz. Hey, Merlin Arts, welcome on in. It's sort of a lo-fi vintage jazz station, because I couldn't really find like a lo-fi steampunk. So we'll see. But let me see if I can do. If we come over here. Okay, and then start this. Now it's going to yell at me because the camera's already in use over here. So it's going to be like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." Okay. Nope, that's the wrong window. That's the right window. There we go. So this is the, where's my starting screen words? That's odd. This is the TikTok live streaming window, and you can see, it's got you can see like my audio meter is going at the bottom there, and nothing else is happening on the audio meter to the left of it because I have the music disabled on TikTok's live studio. I can Am I capturing the right window? I might not be. Hold on. It generates two windows because one is a preview one for the alt tab and one isn't, but anyway. Um but if I were to go into my audio mixer, which you can't see because it's a pop-up, and unmute the audio for the music. Oh, now you can see it. The music is now coming through. So I did have to kind of separate out the sources. And right now the game I have set to I think 35% because Nick let me know the game was way like louder than me, so I need to bring the game down. And what I need to do is I need to look because even in OBS, I have the mic at like over 100 and everything else is in the negative decibels. So I need to make the same adjustments over there so things sound the same. Um, and other than that, they have scenes. So that's like my starting soon. There would be I don't know why it's not showing the video in the middle. It's being a butt. There is a game screen. So at the top would be like me, and then below, hold on. What? See again. Am I holding onto the right thing? I don't think I am. Oh well, whatever. And it has alerts, so you can set up alerts. You can do all these things. So yeah, it's not bad. It's just if you get used to other apps, you know, it takes a little bit to get used to. Hey, Possibility, welcome on in. Sorry, Pasta. Um, and yeah, it's not bad. What I want to do is for the camera, I want to eventually use the virtual camera, but to unlock virtual camera, you have to go live on Studio 2 more times for 25 minutes each. I've already done it 2 times, but it takes about 48 hours for it to count. So I'll do one more probably later on today, and that'll be it. So yeah, it's not bad. The only thing is like there are so many pop-ups. So many pop-ups while you're streaming of, hey, so and so just did this and so just did this, and like, stop it. Like I'm just trying to focus on this for like the next 30 minutes, you know? So let me open up Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. And that. There we go. And we'll resume the virtual thermate because we have all the ducks potential. There we go. Oh, that's right. We renamed the leopard print duck to Dionysus because of the bulge. And I think we're going to turn on the AFK cinematic camera. Excellent. So yeah, I can actually see some sunshine. So I'm probably going to get up and also deal with the blinds, because yesterday I did not close the blinds because it was all gray and gross. And now I see blue sky. Blue skies out there, so I'm going to have to close the blinds. Speaking of blue sky, let me check on the oh, we're up to 186,000. No, make that 187,000 deleted tweets. So it is happening. Yeah, sadly, light is the enemy when it comes to green screen, or rather, unanticipated light is the enemy when it comes to green screen. So every now and then, like the sun will come through and cause tears in my reality. You don't know much about how this game works, but you assume it is a Souls-like. Yes. Provided you do not ask any more follow-up questions. The answer is yes. Oh. No, it's just a collect fest. You know, it's interesting because people have popped in and either they'll say like, "What's this game all about?" Which we are more than happy to say, it's ducks in a pond. Or they may come in and say things like, "I tried this game and I didn't get it," which is also 100% okay because for the most part, the point of the game is there is no point. You just chilling. Oh, that's the clicky duck. Whenever you click on it, stuff happens. Hey, Boudet, welcome on in. So yeah, that's the point of the game, is that there's really no point. And once you've accepted that, then there are secrets. Then there are duck interactions. Then there are Easter eggs and little things here and there. Like this right here. This constellation, the star map is a puzzle. It actually has to do with that over there. It has to do with this. And then, oh, hold on, I can't go back to that. So yeah, this is actually a puzzle unto itself that has to deal with constellations, but we're not dealing with that. And yeah, I am duck enough. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And initially it was just one map and you put the ducks in the pond and that was it. And even the one map had a secret that I think actually I believe no, we had two maps to begin with. Because you needed to know something on the second map to get a secret on the first map. I still haven't done the secrets. So I have unlocked all of the ducks in the game, but I have not unlocked all the secret areas or like all the codes and Easter eggs and things like that. Dang, these ducks just be flying. I thought about doing Power Wash Simulator before the demo, but I was like, that's going to be kind of that's too active. I need to have something I can just stop playing before we play Aether and Iron, which, if you're curious about, as I said, you don't have to wait for me to play it. Aether and Iron is in the Steam store right now. If you would like to grab it, wishlist it, put it on your, I don't know. Oh God, what did my horribly cringe before we even had the word cringe school teacher say? Oh yeah, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Like when they were trying to tell you, they didn't want to say shut up. So they'd be like, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Oh. 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 Goodness. Just. But yeah, so Aether and Iron, I'm going to get it wrong every time. Aether and Iron. The demo is available in the Steam store right now. I apologize for the long link. It is what they gave me because they want to track clicks. So, you know, please click the link. But it is going to be a alternate 1930s. So it's going to be like Art Deco and steampunk. They call it Deco Punk. Aether is allowing things, so you get like levitating cars, floating buildings, roads, all that. And we are a smuggler who has to do one simple job. So obviously everything is going to go exactly the way we want it to. Like everything's going to be just fine. And from looking at the trailer, which we'll look at in a second, it looks like it's got some... It looks like it's got some... Sorry. I'll explain why my brain locked up in just a second. Disco Elysium inspiration. Because it's got that narrative... What was that? Oh, I think the... No? The hell was that? All right. So it has it's very Disco Elysium inspired, and the reason my brain locked up is because you never know if when you're trying to help talk about a game, they want you to compare it to other games or not. So, like, when I do YouTube videos, I will say, like, the YouTube video for Dexterous is going in as Match 3 meets Slay the Spire as you are taking down crime bosses. But yeah, it's very clear when you see it. If you've played Disco Elysium, you will recognize the inspiration and similarities. Similar to when we played Livebur, that horror game that also had some Disco Elysium style elements to it. But we're also going to watch the trailer because I suspect I'm going to have to move my camera a little that way. But I also want to see, what else do I need to take off the screen so they can have a pretty clean record? Probably that. I don't like, only because the pride flags are probably covering something up. So that's why. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't like keep them pride buttons there. But I'm keeping my nameplate. They can sue me over that. The music won't be on. But yeah, I think a lot of the stuff happens like in this part of the screen. So I may need to move somewhere else. We'll figure it out once we get into it. And then once we figure it out, once we get into it, I will then stop the game and start over, and that will pretend that we're just doing it for the first time. It's like, who was talking about this? Oh, Matt Calder was talking about watching people and they're live streaming, but while they're streaming, they're saying, okay, chat, shush, because I got to do my YouTube outro or my YouTube intro. And I'm like, yeah, I don't do that. But I will stop and restart the game so that that's where I can start the actual, like, video. Like, I'll do that. Because sometimes the game, like, it doesn't start in full screen mode. The audio's too loud. Or it had a really cool intro scene that you wanted. And you're like, no, I got to get that on video. But I was too busy trying to, I can't, I do window capture. So I don't have game capture, so it doesn't hit immediately. So, yeah. What can I say? I'm difficult. But yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go deal with the blinds, which sucks because it's like, it's really nice, but I can't. Oh, people teleporting in here. There's a magic grate that brings them into this pool. I believe it was Sue that wanted to rename that duck Dionysus. So that's kind of your fault, Steven, I think. Maybe, not really. It's Hades 2. It's Hades 2's fault. Though I do agree that they slimmed down Dionysus a little too much. Like, you could still do all of that. You didn't have to take the thickness away, I think, is the thing. Like, he still could have been a little thick. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll be right back. Busta, I just got that as I was walking over to close the blinds, and I'm not mad. I'm just really disappointed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. But yeah, Sunday is probably just going to be a normal Sunday. I I've not planned this to be a dry January, so that's not the deal, but I've realized like that the amount that I imbibe has just naturally gone down. So yesterday I've been taking to keeping like a bottle of prosecco in the fridge, just in the back of the fridge for whatever reason. Like I make a meal that would go well with it, or I feel like having a brunch. And yesterday I barely finished half the bottle, so I've got half again today. So that's like my brunch after this. And today might be a day for wicked for good. I just have to feel, do I feel like holding on to, essentially it's carving out. Like I got to carve out 2 hours and some change to watch Wicked for Good, the sequel. Um, and that requires me to just sit down and do nothing, which is weird. It's weird to sit down and do nothing. But it's also nice to just have something I've never seen before enter my brain. And enter it in a way, like, I'm not going down the Wicked rabbit, like, I'm not becoming, like, Wicked brained. It was very good and very fun, and I'm looking forward to the sequel. In my brain, I've got to figure out, like, okay, how are they going to get to what we feel is the classic, like, how are we going to get to what they feel is the classic story, which is, how do we get to Dorothy, Lion, Tin Man, Scarecrow getting to the witch and melting her? How do we get there? And I'm really curious how that's going to happen. So yeah. It does make me want to read the book, because the book doesn't have singing in it, so it might go a little faster. Just might be a little faster to read the book without it stopping to sing at me every few pages. But it's a really well put together story, and it's a really good take on. It's a good take on what we think of as a very classic story. Hey, Dharma Project, welcome on in. And this is somebody who had The Wizard of Oz, then had The Wiz, then had the HBO movie Return to Oz starring Fairuza Balk. Did I have anything in the... I'm pretty sure I had like a cartoon Oz something in the middle of that too. Maybe? And I never knew how much of it was like going exactly by what Frank L. Baum wrote, or how much of it was, okay, we're taking the inspiration and running with it. I never really knew. I felt like the extended stories of Oz were still stuff that he wrote. So I feel like we were still seeing his work. But yeah. You saw Return to Oz at Radio City Music Hall, and there were these wheelie characters. Ooh. It's interesting. Looking that up. Images. Wow, it is just doing like doing a Google image search for Wizard of Oz stage play, Return to Oz stage play brings up like the most interesting pictures. Really, I mean, like a lot, you know, you can see all the similarities across them all. Journey Back to Oz, I did see that one as well. Oh my gosh. But it's really fascinating to see like all of the stage play photos because, yeah, lots of similarities, but all of them very clearly different productions. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. Except for the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. Never mind for that one. Blech, gross. It's like I said, for the initial movie The Wiz, whenever the crows would show up, that was like terrifying. And they also had like a sort of a like if you blow into a bottle, it makes kind of like that whistly sound. They also had like a whistly theme when they showed up that was also kind of terrifying. So yeah, anyway. The camera is doing us no favors in this game today. Like no, you don't need the extreme close-up. This is not that SCTV sketch with the 3D. But we've unlocked all the special ducks on this level. And still, no one has explained the blue office chair. Other people have seen it. Other people have taken screenshots of it. They have yet to explain the office chair on this level. Hey, Word Fan Girl, good time zone to you. Oh, you know what I can do? I can also make I can make a command for the ether and iron thing. Well, the reason I don't want to do a command for it is the command hits both Twitch and YouTube right now, so I'm like, it'll be fine to do it separately. It's fine. Well, I could drag those. I could pull. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Am I doing too much? Probably. Because yeah, once I've switched into the category, the bot will post that link like every few minutes anyway, so it's all good. The only thing I can't figure out about the bot, well, the only thing the bot doesn't. Oh, what is that? Hold on. What's that on the bottom of the pool? Did something break? Oh, I think. Right, terracotta breaks. So, also the karate duck. Ridiculous. Yeah, I think when terracotta comes from the shelf, it falls in and breaks. So, its butt got broken. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Any ducks make it to the kiddie pool yet? Not yet. Yeah, having your ass broken is not a good thing. What happened? I broke my ass. Different than being broke ass. Am I? That's fine. Do I care? I guess I do. Hold on. Eh. Also, I mean, I am just chatting, so. It's weird when you're playing a game that you don't really play. Is it just chatting? Feels like it. I don't know. Oh. I just gone. Okay. Bye. So let me see here. What else do I need to undo? I think I will take... Hold on a second. Oh, that's silly. I can just do this. Yeah, that's right. If I just do that, then none of the other stuff shows up anyway. So let me... Hold on. Let me... I know it's time for me to stand up. Shush. Watch. Quiet. I forgot I was kind of smart. But, I mean, trust me, I'm not smart. And what I did was I put all of the little weird stuff that happens in a single scene that is a nested scene inside of all of my other scenes. So to put that into like laypersons, layishes terms, the pride symbols, the disco, the love heart, all of this is all in one scene that I then reference. So all I have to do is disable that reference and all of these go away. So the stuff will still happen, it just won't be visible. So I can just go boop and it's gone. Okay. The problem is I have to remember to turn it back on later. Let me leave myself a note in Notepad. Which means I can also turn back on... I turned off some of the alerts, but I can turn those back on. What I do like about this is... Okay, so let me re-enable all of those alerts. And special song, special song, special song. There we go. Okay. So yeah. Plus, I'll be honest. Because the sound effects are on a different audio... Oh, that's another thing about TikTok that I didn't like. But coming back to this. Because the sound effects are on a different audio layer, I can just take those out of the final recording. Like, I can just say, okay, this is the recording without any of those things. It is just me, just the game. There you go. And I still want to figure out if YouTube will allow me to upload video and then upload a separate audio track that is just game sound. Like, imagine being able to just turn off the super chatty streamer, aka me, when you're trying to watch back something. I don't know if anybody would want that option, but it'd be nice if I were able to upload like a separate MP3 track and say, this is the audio for this video without this person talking. Because they'll let you do it if you want to do a different language. They'll say, okay, well, like, upload your separate language track, but not just like, you know, I guess the best thing I can relate it to is like DVD options, where you can watch a movie with or without the commentary. Like that, yeah. Which, I gotta say, the lurking writer, who's probably not around right now, linked me to the BBC is releasing, like Doctor Who is releasing Collection 21, which is mostly the 5th Doctor, as he then, like, it's the 5th Doctor Peter Davison as he regenerates into the 6th Doctor Colin Baker. They did a little mini episode for it, which was like already amazing. And I realized they do a little mini episode to announce all of them. I just I haven't been like paying close attention. Hold on, I gotta copy the link. I gotta take off the little tracking link because y'all don't need to be associated with me for ad purposes. So that's advertising like season season 21. Um, but they did a mini episode with Peter Davison and Janet Fielding as like an older, like basically old man doctor and old Tegan, and even, I won't say what else happens, but it's like it's 10 minutes and it's great. And the reason that it almost had me wanting to buy the physical discs was because they have behind the scenes interviews with the stars, and it's very tempting. But I'm not super into buying. I'm into buying physical release. I'm not into buying super expensive physical release editions. So that's the main problem. It's like it might be a little bit on the pricey side. Hey Mer, welcome on in. Yes, Dux. Oh, woo! So we are getting close to about when we're gonna get going with the sponsored section of the stream. So now everyone has to be on their best behavior, or you don't. You can troll me if you want. It's fine. I don't care. Um, so let me exit out of this because I'm gonna want to run an ad beforehand. Hello, Egghead. Oh my gosh, hello. You're so cute. Um. Oh, that's right. I forgot. As night falls, there are different scenes in this duck's window. During the day, it's just like a regular duck, but at night, like different scenes play out in the window, and it's so cute. I also love how these pylons all glow. Like there's some mystical ley line energy happening here. Or if you line them up just right, you get like the smiley face or something. Anyway, let me save this. 46 out of 185 ducks. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get up and take a small break. I will be RB, and then we'll look at the trailer once again for Aether and Iron, so I can also remember how to say Aether. And then we'll look at the demo. So I'll be back in just a minute and see you after the breakup. Bye. Oakley dokley. Oh, I like that the captions knew Oakley dokley. I appreciate that, captions. Thank you for supporting my nonsense. Let's see. I think we were going to come over. Actually, we can do it from here. Because we are going to watch the trailer. Because of course we are. Let me grab the game. Sorry, let me grab the window. Once again. And unmute the browser audio, which you might have heard during the break, which is all good. And yeah, we'll watch the trailer for Aether and Iron. And then we'll hop over into the actual game. So, hurrah. Let me actually just do the game category now. Where's my ampersand? Iron. There we go. Okay, now the bot will start doing its bot thing. So it's going to just blarg out that 3-line thing every now and then. So, blah. But yeah. So yeah, it is available. Yeah. Oh no, she's wearing a suit. So it is available right now. Hold on, let me close this browser window and let me adjust the timer on the bot because I'm the worst. What am I gonna do? Mm, hold on. There we go. The bot's probably going to be very, 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 very loud about the game. So non-apologies in advance. Looking at the game, I'm going to be in the way of everything. I'm going to pop over to the Steam page real quick to see because I'm sure that they've got the developers playing it. I want to see like where they put themselves. Um, okay, yeah, they do like an entire like thing on the side. I don't know that I'm going to do that. Um, but I may move myself like a little in the ways. Hey, dance lover, welcome on in. So yeah, we'll figure it out as we get into the game. And yeah, let me go ahead and start the game. Get it all captured audio wise. And then do the thing where I go back and close the game and restart the game so that we can see it all from the beginning, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I didn't even capture the audio for it yet. Okay. Wavelength. Hold on. Is that capturing? Okay, it is. All right. I was like, why'd the music stop? Why'd the music stop? Hey, Insomnia, welcome on in. So yeah, let me see settings, gameplay, English, combat road speed, delete personal data. I haven't actually played yet. If I had been testing the game, I would do this. I may still do it anyway, but since we've got everything else set, I think we'll be fine. Let's change the master volume down. Speaker is surround. That's good. Controls. Oh, we do have controller. Hold on. Let me double check the Steam store for this one. I believe it is controllerable. Yes, so I will be using the controller with this. Excellent. And then in the game settings menu, there is an option for feedback if you were having a time with the game, good or bad, suggestion-wise, they're allowing for that. Okay. I don't know what that is. Pardon me. And let me see. I feel like I need to be like maybe a little bit this way. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. I'm probably going to block. There will be some things explaining dice rolls and stuff, so I may be blocking that. But otherwise, let's move that up. Oh, come here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I may need to move myself completely out of the way. I can also just do this. So, okay. All right, so let me stop it and restart it. Quit. We got the controller going. It's been plugged in all night, so it's ready. It's charged, if you will. And yeah, start a chapter marker here so I can get the good. I also love the name Seismic Squirrel. That's fantastic. Okay, the opening theme is really subtle. Very nice. So yeah, today we are looking at Aether and Iron. It is available as a demo in the Steam store now. It is from Seismic Squirrel. And in Aether and Iron, you immerse yourself in this decopunk narrative RPG set in an alternate 1930s, where anti-gravitational technology has taken cars, roads, and even New York City into the sky. Muster a crew, master tactical turn-based combat, and unravel the dark secrets lurking beneath the floating metropolis. We looked at the trailer before this, and the style's slick. It's got some, like, the car combat, it's got using your skills, dice rolling. It's definitely a choose your own adventure, choices matter type thing. So let's see, and let's just get into it. Oops, I forgot. Controller, we'll see if controller responds, because it's early. And this is an option when you download the demo from the Steam store. You are able to play more combat encounters, so if you want a little more experience with how the combat works, you can check it out there. But we have to do a combat encounter in the main game first. So yeah, let's get into it. A difficulty option. Well, you know how I like to go. I like to see as much of a game as I possibly can, so I tend to go story mode. But there is balanced, engaging story and challenging gameplay. And then there's just challenge for those who seek a true test of their skills. But I am a story mode gamer, and I love that for me. So with story mode, you get to choose some modifiers. This is really interesting. Single save. So it limits you to a single save throughout your campaign. You can save and quit, but you cannot reload an earlier point, aka no save scumming. You can also add permadeath. 1 life, no second chances. If Gia dies, your campaign ends permanently. Your save file will be locked. I'm not going to choose... I'm going to actually choose single save. I'm going to do that. So no save scumming. Okay. And we will be doing the autosave. Let's see here. Oop. Okay.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aethonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city, not in the lowers. They call it that for a reason. Drowning in rain, lost in the shadow of the uppers. But with a job like today's, a girl can hope to finally catch her breath. Just a transport. No guns, no complications, no room for another screw-up. A second chance from a hard case like Mr. Blanc doesn't come around often.
That storm
I just
is
hope he's not setting me up.
distressing.
But something still isn't cooking right. Mr. Blanc doesn't give second chances to anyone. After that last job went south, he could have tossed me into the well and watched me get torn apart 6 ways to Sunday.
Now leaving the station.
Someday, I can leave the smuggling business behind. I won't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. Maybe I could even find a place in the uppers to thrive. Too bad I'm only welcome up here on business. For now. Someday, I'll have a whole place to myself up here. Something entirely mine.
Wow.
No thing and nobody holding me
Oh
down.
my gosh.
Just me and the open sky. Finally free.
Wow. An entire Art Deco city
I
just
slip into
floating.
one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
Okay, since we have a moment to pause here, I am going to see. I'm sort of... all right. I'm sorry to move myself yet again. But I think what I will do is I will sit... I'll do my best to kind of sit up here. It's not where I usually sit with a stream. And I'll still be in the way of some things, so let me know if you need me to hide my... If chat needs me to hide the camera, I'll do that, but I believe a lot of stuff is going to happen in the lower right. So yeah, that was already incredible. We have Gia, who is our main smuggler character, who the look is looking. I am absolutely here for it. We've also played other games where the upper class is literally the upper class. They are either in tall skyscrapers or they are on a cloud city floating above the city, and everybody else is down below desperately trying to get into the uppers. So that's fabulous. Okay. I am also going to adjust the audio up a little bit more because I feel like we can give everything a little bit more. Okay. And yeah, okay. Continue. Everything's already so cool. It's already so cool. Come on.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
The glass cage. Okay, so we already have... So our objective is to talk to Mr. Morgan. However...
As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green.
Yoink, take
The
it.
bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink.
Top shelf liquor has been added to the crew pockets. Let's examine the booze hound.
The booze hound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit.
Incredible.
The regulars flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded. And this is the best seat in the house.
Oh, I don't like the way she said a soul gets grounded. Does that mean somebody gets, like, you know, huh?
My eyes dart to the back door. If things go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit.
Good to know. Check the exits. Mr. Morgan, hello.
The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with the patron's belongings. I approach the counter.
I'm going to be marveling at the fashion choices and design throughout, but I love the fact that even the bartender's like apron has that kind of gold inlay Art Deco feel to it. That's incredible.
Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
What can I do for you, Miss Rendazzo?
Talent checks. Certain dialogue options contain talent checks. These checks add an element of chance to your decisions, influenced by your crew's talents and attributes. Each check has a difficulty rating and a minimum number that you need to roll. When you perform a talent check, you roll two six-sided dice. Your crew's talent and attribute bonuses are added to the dice roll. All of your bonuses are shown in the tooltip when highlighting the dialogue option. So anyone who's done TTRPG or games with TTRPG mechanics is going to understand this one. So we have options. We can press about Wilson. We can press about Wilson as a check. We could just ask about business, or we can immediately ask about Mr. Blanc. Let's press and ask about Wilson. It is an easy difficulty. We get a roll 5 or more. We don't have any bonuses though, so we'll... Okay, we rolled an 8. Success. She's smiling. Nice. And we gain some XP from the successful roll.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne.
I do love a visceral passage, and that was one.
Wilson never misses a shift.
Oh, I see. Wilson not being here is a problem.
Never's a big word, Miss Rendazzo, especially in this line of work.
Let's ask about business.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Rendazzo.
Okay, Morgan is not in the mood to chat with us.
Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening, we host Kit Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor.
I also really like that when she's doing internal dialogue, Gia shifts into noir mode. Like, she's not saying this out loud to anyone. She's thinking to herself, and it is that whole noir mode detective thing. I love it. Okay, Mr. Blanc.
I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon. I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
Okay, we've been unlocking a journal entry, so I'm going to check the journal entry in the codex. The codex is your in-game encyclopedia, offering lore, character details, and insights into the world of Aether and Iron. Access at any time from the top right of the screen. Entries are unlocked as you progress through the story, complete missions, and explore the city. Look for highlighted new entries and delve deeper into the game's lore. So, we know, okay, we've got Gia. It seems self-indulgent to keep notes on myself. We also learned about Mr. Blanc. Mr. Blanc. He's a man few know anything about, if he's a man at all. Not a string in the uppers that doesn't lead back to him, and I found myself tripped up too many times just walking around. I'll be better off when I can find work without having to crawl to him first. Nice. Okay, we also added... Yeah, we had the crew's pockets, so when we swiped that bottle, we added it to our crew's pockets. Crew members share a group inventory. This is your crew pockets. To adjust inventory, you click and drag items around to arrange them. Items have useful information that can be viewed by moving your cursor over them. Vehicles each have an inventory. Items can be moved around in each inventory or click and drag to move them from one vehicle to another. Inventories can be sorted to quickly rearrange and filter stored items. Sort all and the filter buttons above the inventory. Okay, so we grabbed that bottle. It is top shelf liquor. It is a bottle of expensive liquor from the glass cage in Astoria Bay. I'm certain that's going to come in handy. And we have 50 doll hairs. Okay. And these are our missions right now. We kind of have that quest log journal feel. And we are tracking it. Our objectives are to take the offer by letting him know I've arrived and speaking to him carefully. So everyone be on your best behavior. All right.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in, so I smile.
Oh, something happened to her uncle.
I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick.
Oh.
He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
Very slick. Very slick. Okay.
He'll be with you shortly, Miss Rendazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and blazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth.
All right, I guess that's all we have to say to you. So we have let Mr. Blanc know we've arrived, and now we have to speak to him. Carefully. All right.
The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the
Hey,
booth.
Rogan, welcome in.
On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
I love how creepy they insist on keeping the big boss here.
Drink.
Even when the spotlight is on the character art to speak, still in shadow. Still in shadow. So we can have a drink, we can cut to the chase, or we can appreciate the drink. I think we need to smooth this interaction, so we're going to appreciate the drink.
I down the high-class poison. Might as well enjoy it while I can. A smooth burn sits on my tongue and melts clean through the jitters. The shadow sighs around the cigarette, as though he'd sipped from the glass himself.
Manners. Good.
Yeah, we have to be a little bit gracious.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
Wow.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the Lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
Interesting. And like I mentioned earlier, they literally separate the upper and lower class, and somebody from up here wants to go down there. So now we know about the Heights. It's a dream too far in the clouds. Don't know much about it. In truth, Don't think many know much about it other than what we see at the theaters, on the posters, or in the speeches. It's where the brightest go to save humanity, where the future is being made. Sure. The uppers. I've heard some call it a facade. The soaring skyscrapers, the clean-cut concrete, the gilding along every edge. I don't care. I take a reliable 9 to 5 walking down the street without getting shot in a smell other than rot in a heartbeat, as soon as I have enough. And the lowers. I'd look up when I was younger and wonder where the edges of the lowers truly were. How many barrens stretched across the horizon? How many islands filled the skies? Now that I see the muck and grime, now that I live in the place, that whole part of the city seems a lot less romantic. Okay. Client first. We're going to ask about the client.
She seemed like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
Okay. We're going to see if we can coax him into saying more with a smooth talker roll. We have a 58% chance we need to roll 7 or higher. Let's go for it.
You're the one who knows things, and that's all you know?
Yes! Sorry.
The girl's hiding. I found her buying passage from an unsavory sort, and I offered her an alternative. She's desperate, and she had money.
Those two things are not a great combination. Oh, hi, Sirocco. Welcome on in. So yeah, we're looking at the demo for Aether and Iron, which is available in the Steam store now. The bot has been throwing the link in chat if you're curious to pop over and wishlist it.
That was nothing, but more than I could have hoped from a man who charges a premium on information.
Okay. You say this job is simple.
Sounds too easy.
Right?
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
Wow, it's a simple job. For a simple wow.
And if she brings in heat from the heights?
I trust you will adapt. Yeah, we're gonna ask about Wilson. Where's the dude?
Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Oh.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson. Him and those he associated with. Or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
I liked the sound effect of him exhaling the smoke. Nice.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet.
I guess we'll take the job.
I'll get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo.
Oh.
This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid.
Wow.
Half your usual.
Excuse me? Excuse me? So we can take the deal. We can demand higher pay. That's a daredevil role. So it feels like both of these are relying upon the same skill. Speaking of, let's have a look at our hero. Hero talents. Complete missions and encounters to earn XP and level up. When you level up, each of your heroes gain a talent point for you to spend. Each hero has access to different talents. Increase your talent proficiency to more likely succeed in dialogue talent checks and unlock new skills. Increasing talents can unlock new skills. These skills grant your heroes new abilities and bonuses when they're part of your crew. See all of your heroes' unlocked skills on the right. So right now, leveling up. Level up to enhance your crew's talents and attributes to improve your bonuses. Each crew member has access to different talents. Access your talents by selecting the crew portraits in the top left. So right now, Gia doesn't have a whole lot going on. 0 to pretty much all checks. However, we have a talent point. So we are able to add 1 to something. I think we're going to go with Smooth Talker. Yeah, your charm and persuasive skills allow you to navigate social interactions with ease. You can negotiate, bargain, and talk your way out of or into almost anything. It improves your success with Smooth Talker checks and unlocks upgrades that let your light weapons inflict powerful debuffs. So let's go ahead and upgrade Smooth Talker. That might make this go a little easier. Okay, so the reason that now a Smooth Talker roll is easier is because we have the bonus added to the roll. So we need to roll at least a 6 on the die. It says easy, but oh, okay, let's give it a shot. Oh, come on. So much for easy, right? Well, that was Snake Eyes, so no, okay, fine. Poor Gia's face. Poor Gia.
I thought we knew each other better. After how many jobs? And you're going to insult
Hey,
me
Rex.
like this?
This is consequence, not insult.
Okay, sounds like our reputation is where it is for a reason.
Then why does it feel like you're spitting in my face? The words roll off my tongue, bitter and metallic, clanging to the floor. I know by the shape of the darkness I misspoke.
Yeah, we've gone from being polite to just being in your face.
No one will come near you. I shouldn't come near you. Yet, I give you a second chance. A way to prove yourself.
Do not speak. Oh,
A harsh whistle of wind screeches through the floor, punctuating the man's heavy words. Tension ripples down my spine, and I become mute.
You will take this job. I will pay even less, and you will take this job. You have no choice. So say yes and leave.
He has me pegged. I'm broke without a single lead. Without this job, I don't even think I could last the week before I'd need to call in a favor best left undisturbed.
okay. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You'll find her outside, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Well, we got $10. The mission log displays your available missions, including details on their current objectives. From here, you can also review a history of previously completed missions. Access at any time from the top right of the screen. The conversations, locations, and other points of interest required to progress a tracked mission are highlighted across the game world. Tracked or not, all available missions can be progressed. Use Track Mission to more easily follow the mission you are currently pursuing. So we completed our objectives. We have a new objective, secure the obvious client. We have a new mission, make contact with the girl. And we got some money, so our inventory is lit up. All right, we stepped in it, and we did not do well on that conversation. So, oh well. There's nothing else in here we can look at. So let's head back to the taxi platform.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her.
Okay, I love the music as well. Very nice.
Obvious was right. That's the one.
And let's see, I think if you want to... Okay, so it's not skipping dialogue. You can have it on autoplay, which I may turn on. And you can also see the dialogue history in case that's important, so I appreciate that. All right. distant island.
It's really something. Someday, I'll wake up to this every morning.
So Gia is really trying to live up here.
Bet these platforms don't see many folks from the lowers. Zio always liked cabbies. Said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed.
And yet Aether has the cabs up here, the city up here, the roads up here, everything. Nellie, what's up?
One of the buzzards has her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
So I could give them my liquor to get them away, but I'm going to try the smooth talker option. I also could try enforcer. No, we're going to do smooth talker.
Excuse me, pal. This one isn't worth your time.
Okay,
yeah?
we needed to roll 7 and we
How's
rolled
that?
an 11.
I just passed 5th. Looked to me like last night's crowd at the Cockatoo are finally coming up for air. You know the place?
Sure. I know it.
I'd hustle if I were you. There's fares to spare, and I'd wager they're in a tipping mood.
Yeah? I might just do that. Thanks, girlie.
The cabbie drives off, and the girl shuffles over to me.
Thank you.
You can thank me when we get where we're going.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Wow.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree's in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on Aether particulate flux. Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus.
This girl's
Have you
smart.
been?
Can't say I have.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
So autoplay is interesting. If you don't want to hit continue for each one, it just keeps the conversation going until we have to make a decision. So I appreciate that. Are you really a smuggler? Okay, a strategist role is hard. So I'm just going to tell the truth because, yeah.
Depends who's asking.
Well, I am silly. How does one become a smuggler anyways?
Nellie, you
Usually
can't just
not by
ask that.
choice.
Wowzers.
Uh-huh. My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling. Like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter. Like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
Okay, so take Dr. Reinhardt to the lowers, travel to the ferry station, buy tickets to the lowers, or stow away on a ferry to the lowers? Alright, let's go back to Astoria Bay. Oh,
I step into
nice.
my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really? I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
Girl.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've got to learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport.
Okay, give the girl a quick once-over. That's our gumshoe ability. Ask about her work. We're not asking about her work. We could be here all day. She is going to lore dump all over us. Let's just give her a quick once-over. Nope. Okay, well, we notice nothing.
Her shoes are well polished, her hands clean, and the letters ER adorn her briefcase. She's an open book, but I can't get a read on anything useful.
Is there something you want?
I want to know what I'm getting myself into, kid. Something's off.
Exactly what Mr. Blanc told you. I need transport to the lowers. That is all.
It's never that easy.
Maybe this time it is.
While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone. I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
I also appreciate that we didn't get any other options. The minute we decided to go, there wasn't coming back to ask anything else. We were like, well, let's examine her. Oh, you learn nothing. Well, moving on. Moving around the island, click on a location to view info and set it as your destination. Click on it again to travel there. You can also right-click to travel to a destination instantly. You may encounter unexpected events along your route. After an event, you will return to the map. You can continue your journey by pressing space or clicking on your destination again, or choose a new destination. Okay, so we were at the taxi platform. We have to get to the ferry terminal. Oh, the map of the city is really cool. You can even see the islands underneath. Very nice. Okay, well, let's go to the terminal. Uh-oh.
I catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
No! How did he find me?
Who?
You wanna see, okay, she knew this wasn't a simple job. She knew it. Felt it in her bones.
Time you came home, darling.
Nellie? Who is that?
Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over, and you can drive away clean.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
So now we see the car tactical combat attacking. Enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon and then a vehicle to shoot. Each weapon can only be used once per turn. Hover over locations to preview your path. Click on a location to move there. Moving forward costs more than moving backward. You can combine attacks and movement by selecting ability and selecting a location to use it. Combat is dynamic. Oh, look out for obstacles and lane changes that could damage or even destroy your vehicle, or use them to your advantage against enemies. Okay, so it's our turn. We can ram our... Oh, is that the enemy? Okay, we can... That's a civilian? Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to get to you. Okay, so we can shoot a weapon, a heavy Gatling gun. I feel like we need to move here. Oh, whoops. Okay, we need to move here. And then shoot the shotgun, light weapon. And then end our turn. The civilian's turn. Yeah, wait. Is the civilian helping you? It doesn't have to go like this. You rammed me. Rude. Oh, and you shot at me. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of shooting at me. Okay, yikes. Well, let's see if we can just ram you. Nice. And then, can we shoot you? Yeah, move in front and shoot here. Okay, so 12 out of 20. And I think we'll move behind you again. Okay, so I've got four more like energy, so action points. And I've already used this ability once this turn. I'm gonna end the turn. Actually, Yeah, I'm gonna, because these civilians are bugging me, and I want to get as much, in case things change, I want to, like, see ahead. Okay, the civilians, can you leave? Leave. No, you're just gonna hang out? Cool. Oh, okay, something's about to happen. Oh, I left myself wide open for that one. I sure did. Okay. The red lines are a road change. At the end of this round, vehicles in this lane will be destroyed. So we need to move. That's going to cost a lot of energy to move up. And okay, the Gatling gun's on cooldown. It can only shoot behind me. But the shotgun can go to the right, so I'm going to move here and shotgun here. And then I'm going to move right behind you. So you're not boxed in exactly. Actually, yeah, I'll just ram you forward too. It does hurt me a little bit, but you got three points left of damage, so let's see what happens. Okay, and if we wanted to, we could skip to my turn, but I'm really curious. These civilians... Okay, so the road got shorter on this turn. Okay, what are you going to do now, buddy? You're going to... Ooh. You pulled up to my bumper. And you shot at me. And are you going to shoot at me again? You are. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. We have 6 health points. They've got 2. But we have a full turn. So let's see. First off, we could just shoot them.
Another knock on the dash.
Okay.
We
I-
did it, Gia.
okay.
He's gone.
That was too easy. We need to get off this island now.
Oh, look at she's so excited. I also like how they talk about moving the roads to the sky, but it's very clear that the Aether is powering, like, the road being up. So I'm wondering if the cars rely on the Aether from the road to keep themselves up. Okay, so that is the car combat. And in the demo, after you've reached this point, you can go back and do more. You can do some extended combat encounters. Okay, we got scrap metal as a reward. Sweet. Okay, 4th Street. Looks like there's someone interesting here. So let's continue the terminal.
I got my papers. Verified this morning by... Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach.
Okay, the Astoria Bay Guard is not voiced, but all exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to acquire a new permit inside the terminal. Maybe there's some other arrangement we can reach.
I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
We can't even bribe the guard? Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now move.
He waves me on, and I drive towards an open...
Okay. Oh, look at that car. It's so nice.
People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close.
Okay. We'll have a look around. The skyline. There's not a dark cloud in the sky, or a black hat in the crowd, but my shoulders remain tense. Oh, we can also... Okay, we can slide left and right. Okay.
We're killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia, are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Yeah, the old bump and swipe.
Jeepers! Oh, that poor man. We should...
Jeepers.
We should do nothing. Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
Right. We're... what's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... Oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
Candy is a good distraction.
The girl runs off.
I'm gonna call after her. She's the job, and we're not on a sightseeing trip.
Hey, don't wander off. She stops, but only long enough to shoot me a grin and a wave. An innocent invitation to come along.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we can interact with Nellie.
The speakers call out names with far more cheer than they deserved. Dreamland, Nation's Crusade, and so on. None were ours.
Oh, I like the ticket booths.
My neck itches at every careless shoulder bump and lingering eye. Nobody unusual, but the itch doesn't quit.
I've watched far too many con artist things myself that every time I get like bumped or nudged in a crowd, I'm like, uh-oh.
The vendor sculpts pink and blue clouds for passengers in search of a sweet souvenir. Nellie looks ready to buy out the whole stand.
That's cute because, of course, cotton candy because they live in the clouds.
The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I herd her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you?
Yeah, can you tell us about why we got into a whole little tussle back there with another car?
Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
Okay, I'm afraid I can't take it easy on you because I really need to know what we're up against. So I'm going to forcefully ask about the man chasing her. The enforcer skill is... One second. Oops, I meant to go look at Gia. The enforcer skill is brass, so that's definitely more of a daring thing. But hopefully she'll just... It's an easy roll, so hopefully we can do this. I rolled exactly what I needed. Ooh.
You knew who that was. You'd seen him before. Who is he?
I don't know.
Don't you?
That wasn't your average tracker. He was big time. Someone you hire when there's no room for error. Someone with deep pockets is after you. And that black hat's not going to give up till he's finished the job. The girl's whole body gives up with a single
There we go.
breath. She seems almost relieved to spill the beans.
He's the reason I ran. I saw him at Olympus Park. I saw what he did.
So you witnessed a crime, and now you're trying to run.
And I'm guessing he didn't want any witnesses.
Gia, I don't know what he's going to do.
Nothing is what? Not while you're with me. She perks up at the small glint of hope, and I give her a half-hearted smile. It's one thing to deal with a tracker, but if this guy is a hired killer too, I need to be more careful.
Okay, what's in the
Look,
briefcase?
kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport, and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
Oh, I like that line. Nice.
It's the well.
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
So when we were doing the opening and I saw, like, you saw that swirl in the clouds, I wonder, is it like the bad part of Aether?
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to get bad, Gia. Really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna, we got some codex entries here. Kodak? No, codex entries here. So let's see here. Is there anything about the well? Yes. The well. Not a soul in the lowers would tell you they want the well to stick around. Those gravitational shifts are a pain, but to say it's getting bigger, growing, might be something there. But this wouldn't be the first time the Heights sent some do-gooder down here to create a problem and act as savior. So yeah, the fact is, something about the science that you've created, oh, I love that. I love that because, of course, everyone relies on this new science you've created. So they're more than willing to be like, oh, that's just a small side effect. It's no big deal.
No, I swear, Gia, the car!
Oh, heck no. Someone stole our car?
Minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes.
Oh!
Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Yeah, it's serious now.
Gia, my research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back.
I like that. This is on you now. Amazing. So we finished the mission. We got some XP for that. We got quite a bit of XP, so we've leveled up a bit. Let's see here. So now, what is this? Okay, so by adding Smooth Talker, our light weapons apply Aether Drain. So our... Oh, I see. That combat that we did, each of us had Aether points to use to do all of our actions. But if we added this, we would reduce their ability to do that by 1. I'm going to add this to... I definitely need to add some additional things here. So let's see here. Daredevil, Enforcer. I think Daredevil fits Gia. Gumshoe. Gumshoe definitely fits. And that's it. Okay, so we've increased our Gumshoe and our Daredevil.
The hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
Nelly, girl, you are so pure.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Yup. Okay, very cool. Are there any other highlights? It looks like no, but also just this. So we've now gone from like the very pretty uppers to this. It's still a floating island. But wow. This is clearly not as cute as the place we were before. Oh, so many things to look at. Okay, we gotta look at everything. While the Joneses have their gilded wallpaper, all I have is a head full of some days. Unfortunately, dreams don't provide much of a view when your eyes are open. That's very noir appropriate. Zio always told me to have a way out. This old greenhouse has plenty of windows that offer that very service. Would hate to break one on a quick getaway, though. She lives in a greenhouse-style apartment. That's awesome. Comic books. I still have that new edition of BAM to read later. I don't like killing, but I'd do worse for a smoke right now. Okay, yep. Portrait of her uncle. The bartender mentioned her uncle, and she kind of held back her reaction, so I'm assuming that her uncle's gone. What would you do here, Zio? Say the job's over, cut the girl and run? Would definitely save me from a headache. Yeah, he's gone. Booze, inspect.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day.
I mean, we got a little something at the bar. Oh, file cabinet. New York City's bigger than the world that holds it. A single filing cabinet couldn't contain it all, but I always found a way to keep it stocked with everything I need. I like that line, New York City's bigger than the world that holds it. That is very accurate. The stash? Okay, so the stash is... Oh, I guess we should take the shotgun. Oh, yeah, take item. We can't take the item. Oh, it needs to be equipped to a vehicle. Got it. But our vehicle's missing. Right, so we can't equip the shotgun to the vehicle. Which is interesting that the weapon is something you equip to your vehicle. Okay. Nelly, what's your plan?
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment. Too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
Okay, careful, Gia. That kind of sounds like you might be into it a little bit.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me, he...
Oh.
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
Okay, so someone came after all of you.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. Black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
So sabotage, and it was meant to take out everyone there.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Okay, let's ask about the colleagues.
Your colleagues. Tell me about them.
Let's go to the autoplay for this.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to... And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me. Even when I first showed up. A 16-year-old with a half-packed suitcase and too many questions. He always tried to help. Right to the end.
Yeah, Chad has picked up on something interesting. Her name is Nellie, but the initials ER were on the briefcase. So,
Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
It was just a pause, a moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
ooh. Okay. There's a lock symbol, so this option is now unlocked. I wonder if we couldn't have gotten there if we hadn't talked about the other things first.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money.
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity, and
I
a
like that.
possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he? He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
We can snap her out of it. This is a reassure moment. You've got me
I'll
protecting
talk
you,
to
Nellie.
someone who
He
could
isn't going to
help,
lay a hand
but
on
I
you.
need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything.
Okay. Do you have any enemies?
He called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research. Or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't
Really?
piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been... married? I don't have the time. Or the interest. But even if I did, I haven't had any gentleman callers. Or really met any gentleman. Aside from Professor Gardner, of course, but he doesn't count. Not in that way.
Yeah, what about Professor Gardner?
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh, Professor Gardner, Alistair Gardner, was one of the first people recruited to the Helicene Institute. He's one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior, and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Alistair Gardner, a mysterious and brilliant industrialist, Alistair serves as the spokesman for the Helicene Institute of Aethonics and is at the forefront of Aether technology development in New York. As a well-known patron of the scientific community, he is famous for putting his considerable resources to work uplifting precocious minds out of unfortunate circumstances to their betterment and the advantage of his business interests. His charitable work helped launch Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt's scientific career. So yeah, the ER is for Eleanor Reinhardt. Got it. I guess if we had looked, let's see, if we looked up people... Interesting. Nellie's part of our crew immediately. So yeah. Okay, we'll ask about traveling incognito.
I don't get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that
No,
good at it.
you are
I
not.
didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find, and it left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why.
Okay, ask how Black Hat found her.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto. Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait! I'm going with you.
Ask her why.
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company. I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But if not, well, let's be honest with each other. I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble too. Cress Carter is the only person in the whole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel.
Repulsors,
Only one
nice.
issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash. If there's anything that can soften bad news and a steep ask from Cress, it's fresh vinyl with a smooth baritone. I second-guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied.
Okay, we're gonna give Nellie space.
On second glance, her sudden burst of courage seems to have fizzled out. She stays glued to the bed, perhaps both intrigued and overwhelmed by the new world she finds herself in. I let her rest while I get back to work.
So I'd like to meet Cress, and then we'll kind of let the mystery fade out from there. All right, so we're going to the garage because we need a new car. I can't believe we let our car get jacked. Okay, so here's where we can change vehicles with our crew. She works tirelessly on that arm of hers, obsessing over it, making sure that it's not useless. Sometimes I wonder if she's talking about herself more than her arm. Some people laugh when adults are afraid of the dark. From what Cress has gone through, I'd be more worried if she wasn't. Okay, let's meet Cress.
The whole doesn't ask much of its residents. Stay quiet, Don't draw attention. Find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up an Aether in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide. From behind a
Purple and
junker
silver,
made
welcome on in.
more of rust than steel, two faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
The low, angry rumble
Oh
of the
no,
island's Aether
we lost the
generators
car.
shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
We lost the car and she's already mad at us? Well, let's see if we can disarm the situation first. Oh, I like this. Comment on who owns the car. No, we'll try to disarm the situation. It's a grease monkey roll, but it's easy. We rolled an 8, so we're good to go. Let me also turn off the autoplay for now.
Yeah, about that. Is that a combustion engine you're working on? It's practically an antique.
Okay, clever. We basically distract her by nerding out about something else.
Mr. Thompson's been holding on to this thing since he first moved here. Left her to me when he passed. She's not much now, but a few more tons of elbow grease, and she'll sing.
I really like the voice performer for Cress. Very, very well chosen.
She stretches her prosthetic arm and tilts her head, analyzing the jagged edges of this car-shaped hunk of rust like puzzle pieces she can rearrange and solve. She's distracted, mind somewhere free and happy, when I bring her back down. Cress, I got some bad news. The car's gone. I let my guard down.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
That car was pretty sweet.
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
So the Coleman Hawkins record. A treasured limited edition Coleman Hawkins record. Cress's favorite musician.
You think you can bribe me with a Coleman Hawkins? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted, if you get our baby back.
So I see they're doing a thing, and this is something I've seen in other games, when you have characters that basically have to face each other, and sometimes the entire character model flips, but they're in the same place, which is noticeable when they have something like a prosthetic arm, or they're wearing the coil. She's wearing the coil on her side, so they're flipping the model, but she's staying in the same direction. So yeah, I've noticed that the arm was like, okay, they're flipping the model back and forth.
Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all. It's only been a year since your uncle died. How you holding up?
Let's change the subject.
Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes.
Oh, yikes.
She pulls out a pencil. scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. You'll find some Aetherians who can help. Maybe. As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start. Bring it around, and maybe I can get it working. Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
Okay, so we got some repair kits to restore health to the vehicle. And we also got hand-drawn Aether rat symbol. So this is clearly something that denotes us as being in the know. Okay.
Thanks, Cress.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
Nice. Okay, so here's where we can work on our vehicle. We have a stash here as well. And of course, because we don't have a car, the shotgun's in it. And here's where we can, if we have vehicle parts into scrap, got it. Okay. Okay, back to the hole.
I'd left the kid to get some rest. I returned to find her stainless shoes performing a precarious balancing act on my chair while her hands twirl the wall crank. What the hell are you doing?
We will find out perhaps a little bit later, but I thoroughly encourage you. Okay, so the game's already, right, we have one save, and it has been saving the whole time. And it was less than a minute ago, so we'll probably have to come back to that. And yeah, we're going to exit to the main menu. That's really fun. It's got a lot of interesting mechanics all coming together. The narrative is nice. I love that it's mostly voiced. There may be plans, at least for the main characters, to have all of their lines voiced as the main game hits. The combat's interesting, having to kind of position your car and then make the move. It's kind of like that turn-based tactical combat, but not exactly. But let's be honest, everything about this game is gorgeous. It is simply gorgeous. They've nailed the aesthetic. The character models thus far are really nice. And yeah, so I feel like we're going to end up getting more people on the crew. We'll be able to, I assume, assign points for each of the characters as well as we level them up. And the dice rolling mechanic is interesting because you just have 2d6, and then there's that third die that represents your skill points, which, again, it feels very, it's a very nice tabletop RPG mechanic as well, where you roll 2d6 and then you add the die that is your skill. So yeah. So Aether and Iron there is a demo available in the Steam store. You are able to grab it right now. You can follow the link that's been going in chat to wishlist it and to try it for yourself. Once you get the demo, there's also a link to join their Discord if you want to keep up with developments on the game. But so far, it's all looking really good, and this is a lot of fun. So again, thank you for reaching out and asking me to do this, because I really enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and head out of this. And I really liked a lot of what was going on with that. The character models, I think, especially help sell the look. But yeah, Aether, like the Aether technology of, you've got an entire Art Deco city floating above, and then you actually have multiple levels of floating cities. So it's not just New York on the ground and everybody else in the air. It's actually different levels of class up in the air as well. So that was really nice. Let me see if I can move myself back down there. Yeah, that's where I was. So we'll do that. I meant to, you know, as happens, I meant to only play that for about 40 minutes, and I'm going to give them so much more of a video, but there was no good stopping point. I didn't want to like just stop in the middle of like a plot. But yeah, that was fun. Also, thank you for the clips. I will definitely get to use those on social media. But we are at time. We are at time. So we're going to go over and say hi to Steven and Sue today. But yeah, that was fun. That was really nice. And it's difficult because I'm glad there was an autoplay, because that's what really helped me. Like, I don't always want to hit continue, but I liked that it chose to say, okay, when you have to make a decision, we'll stop. So it has that visual novel aspect where you can let the movie play out or the audiobook play out. And then when you have to intervene, that's when you get to do the choose your own adventure stuff. And um, the way it introduced things was very nice. The skill tree being very huge, unless you're leveling up a lot, it feels like it's going to really want you to not generalize and to really stick with who do you want Gia to be throughout the playthrough. And me, I just want all the bonuses on the die, but you're going to run into that point where you have an option. Sorry, you have a choice, and all of your choices are things you're not good at. So then it really is just the luck of the die. But yeah, so I liked that. That was nice. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna wind it down now. Because I also forgot to get water, which is bad. So thank you for the hydrate redeem. I should let the game play and get out of there. But yeah, I'm liking that so far. So hopefully you will go ahead and click on that link, grab the demo if you're so inclined. But honestly, just click on the link. Please click on the link. That's mainly what I need y'all to do. Click on that link. So, just to let them know it's where we came from. That's all. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Let's hop over here to the credit screen. And yeah, a big thank you to Seismic Squirrel and pardon me, and to Plan of Attack for reaching out about playing this on stream. Oops, I'm gonna come back around because I missed everybody. Oh, that's still got the, I guess I didn't turn off the bot well enough last night because it still got the stuff from from yesterday as well. Yeah, I didn't know if I'd be able to fully lean into the accent while we were doing the stream. So also it would have been confusing. But yeah, Purple and Silver, Sirocco, thank you for the new follows. These cheers and subs, and Tanya, thank you for the resub earlier. Some of these are from yesterday, the gift subs, etc. Thank you for my mods for hanging out. Let's see here. We're gonna go say hi to Steven. I know how to type. I don't know how to type. Who is doing Escape Simulator 2 today. I gotta find someone to play that with. That game is kind of fun. But we'll start the raid now. I'll push this button because we're ending. We're gonna go over to Steven. If you're over here on Twitch hanging out with us, we're gonna go raid into Steven Joys with the hashtag #Herbraid with my love and disco emote. If you're not a subscriber, the virtual hug emote works. If you've unlocked any emotes with your channel points, that also works. You can find me making content on Blue Sky, YouTube. There's a link to my blog. There's a link to my Discord. You're going to see some stuff I've done recently. The Krampus Christmas Conundrum on YouTube, as well as last year's Last Tech Friday. This year's New Tech Friday was just up on DC's channel on Friday, so you can go catch that on Twitch or his YouTube channels. And that's it. The raid calls will be coming up again for you to copy. And yeah, I'm going to have probably a normal, I haven't picked a clip to post to social media today, so I've got to do that. And then I got to edit this video for them. So you'll probably, if you DM me, I'll be editing video today. It's possible I'll find a clip from today's stream to throw out on social media to accompany talking about the game. So thank you for taking those clips. I see the clip command kind of worked. It was doing its best. That's what you're going to do. But I'll be back on Tuesday where I'll be streaming, and then later on I will be on the Table Talk Show on Chaotic Wholesome Presents. I'll get information out about that later on. But until then, have a lovely Sunday, have a great weekend, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in Steven's channel, and I'm going to get counted up at the raid, so bye!